Hi, I'm Virginia Todd with Leading Edge, and I just wanted to talk a little bit today about home inspections. So I work with a lot of buyers, and the question always comes, should we have a home inspection on a house or not? And obviously in this market, which is really hot right now, and when I mean hot, I mean it's hot for the sellers. They can often sell homes with multiple offers, and people are just waiving things left and right. They're waiving financing, they're waiving home inspection, they're waiving appraisals, they're just going nuts about it. And so it's a wonderful time for sellers, but it's a really hard time for buyers. So sometimes with my buyers, we can take the route, well, let's see if this house sits for a while, because I am noticing that some houses are sitting. And if the house sits, if it goes past the offer deadline and the house is still available, then let's go in, put in an offer, and then we can most likely get a home inspection. So that's always one way of doing it. But you also take a huge chance and risk of losing the house completely, not even being in the game. Or let's say I've had some clients just actually recently. They were a little bit nervous about the house we went to see, but they saw the potential in the home. Obviously, it's not a new home. The inventory here in Massachusetts is often on the older side. So they didn't want to waive the home inspection completely, but they knew if they didn't put an offer in before the offer deadline, they will miss out completely. So one option I offered them was, well, you could submit an offer with a home inspection for info only. And that means you're doing the home inspection, but you're not asking for anything and you're not planning on backing out. You're just doing it for your information. However, for those agents out there that are experienced and know what they're doing, we know if we see an offer that says information only, chances are the home inspection will come back with a whole list of things, and even though you said it was info only, it really isn't info only. Another option is you can do a pre-inspection. So that is where, let's say you know the offer deadline's on Tuesday, it's now Saturday, you saw the house, you want to make an offer, you know that your offer won't be competitive with a home inspection, but let's say we'll do a pre-inspection. So you do the pre-inspection, you hire the inspector, you go into the house, you do the inspection as usual. However, you have not submitted an offer yet, and your offer obviously hasn't been accepted yet. So you don't even know if you have the house, but you're willing to take the chance to do an inspection, pay an inspection, which is often $500 to $600 out of your pocket, and then submit an offer where you're able to waive the inspection. And that makes your offer way more competitive. And also, you can feel at ease because you actually did the inspection and you know that the offer that you submitted is based on what you already know. The only problem with that is, and I found that out recently, is sometimes the sellers or the seller agent doesn't want you to do a pre-inspection. Or there's no time. They just don't give you access to the home. They're like, you can only get into the home for the open house and that's it. So that's one of the downsides. Sometimes I also have clients that they're like, oh, I can't see myself spending $500, $600 to do a pre-inspection if I don't know I'm going to get the house yet. But you have to look at the big picture. And often when you're putting offers, you want to be competitive. You are up against 10, 20, 30 other people, and this is just one way to do it. Yes, you might have to spend $500 a couple times to do that, but at least you're in the game. And that's what you're trying to do, is be in the game. Another option that I've had when I've worked with clients, again in a competitive market, is there's no law saying you can't do a home inspection after you bought the house. So you got the offer accepted, you close on the house, let's say you close on a Wednesday, and as soon as you close, you then have the inspector come in before you move in, and he'll inspect the house. And this way he can tell you what you should look out for, what you should know, what you might need updating. And this is also very helpful, especially for first-time home buyers. And I've had a lot of clients do that as well and be very happy with it. Other options also that you can do is put a dollar limit. So let's say you're like, I just cannot waive inspection, and nor should you. But you're going to say something like, well, if we do a home inspection, we're not going to nickel and dime you to death. We're not going to ask for anything that's costs more than $10,000. So if all the little things add up and it's still under $10,000, we're okay with that. We will still buy the house. It's really for doing the home inspection in case you find something huge. So for instance, my clients, they did a home inspection, they said that, and there in fact was something huge. It had to do with a lot of water damage that wasn't visible to the eye. And luckily the home inspector was able to see that with one of his moisture readers. And he's like, wow, this could be a can of worms. You know, it could be mold on there. We don't know, we can't tell. But if that were the case, you could be tearing up the whole side of the house, and that could be, you know, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000. So in that case, obviously it would be logical to back out and not do it. But you're basically telling the seller, hey, whatever, if the dishwasher is broken, or, you know, a couple things are leaking or whatever, and it doesn't add more than whatever dollar amount you're comfortable with, then you'll go ahead with the offer. So anyway, those are just a couple tips and tricks. For those of you out there that are first-time home buyers and wondering about the home inspection, if you have any other questions, please reach out to me. Again, my name is Virginia Todd with Leading Edge. Take care. Thank you.